we're going to talk a little bit about trade, international
Delighted.
trade, and agriculture. And as we all know, a few years ago, the UK voted for Brexit,
Yes.
and so that begins to change the landscape on an international trade, in international trade issues and how we negotiate things. Can you talk a little bit about some of the implications of Brexit as they relate to trade with the United States and agriculture specifically?
Yeah, no, of course, and it's a pleasure to do that. One of the things that's quite empowering in my position is that Brexit is done. For the first couple of years when I was in the United States, I was travelling, interpreting what might happen. Now this has happened, so the United Kingdom has legally left the European Union. We're no longer part of the single market, we're no longer part of the customs union. And now, having left the European Union, we now have that competence to negotiate free trade agreements on our own. So we've been very successful around the world in putting in place what we call continuity trading arrangements, say with the likes of Canada, because the European Union had a deal with Canada on free trade, so the United Kingdom has negotiated a continuity agreement. And then in other countries such as Singapore, we've also been successful. But we're really determined, as far as we possibly can, to advance the case for free trade, including with the United States, which we see as our biggest opportunity, our biggest partner, our biggest ally. So over the last 18 months, there have been 5 rounds of negotiations on a bilateral free trade agreement. The US administration has changed recently in Washington, DC, and we're re-engaging with Kathleen Tai, the US trade representative, to see what is possible. But picking up on your earlier point, it's not all about a free trade agreement. We have such a sophisticated trading relationship between the United Kingdom and the United States. £300 billion, so more than $360 billion of two-way trade each year. You know, we employ more than 1 million people in each other's country. So we have a sophisticated relationship, and what we're actually now doing is saying the United States is the largest economy in the world. The United Kingdom is the 5th largest economy in the world. How do we ensure that we have a trading relationship that's fit for the future and fit for purpose? And obviously one of the things that really does open up is that when we were a member of the European Union, we were bound by many of the agreements that it reached, and bound by many of the difficulties they had, particularly in the agriculture sector, which meant that forward-looking relationship that the United Kingdom wanted with our trading partners on agriculture was impacted on being part of a union where we didn't have that bilateral negotiating power, which we now have. So agriculture for us is very, very important as a sector.